Where, if you're an African parent, listen to this.
Please.
Your kids can do more than nothing. You can't tell me that my ancestors sat here and they were like, my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter will be serving in a white man's land.
No way.
My friend, there was no wildest imagination at I'll be here.
Okay, walk us through this journey, man, because I know this is, man.
I'm here.
Y'all better be lit like me, man. Are you kidding me? Shit. Like, yo.
I love it.
You know, most Africans, when they come over here, they do the dirty jobs. I'm saying you clean the bathroom. I'm saying you clean the dishes. All these
you
dirty...
out here doing things that you shouldn't be doing because you don't know what power you have. Look, now your mother is like, hey, that's my son. Have you listened to his podcast? Have you subscribed? Even now she knows what subscribe means. Right?
Exactly. Our parents, they always look at us like, of course, with the kids, with the children, right? They feel like, I mean, technically it's a year, but they always feel like that their parents, they know better. So sometimes when you come with new ideas, they're like,
you're cute too. I'm excited to be in this space to show our people that this is possible. Provide an environment where your kid literally feels comfortable to explore their talents. I mean, we contribute millions and billions of dollars to the state of Minnesota and we were not getting anything. And then people are making laws that impact us negatively, but I'm going to check it out. So the first time I ran, I had no idea what I was doing. We were learning, we were Googling, we were peeing up here. How do you become a candidate?
I'm trying to figure the first time you landed in Kenya back in December and everybody was waiting for you at the airport because they know.
When I tell you there's some stuff that some of us dream about or see on TV, even how I was received, even when the plane touched the ground, banners, flowers, politicians, even Fred Machoka.
Was there too?
Fred Machoka came, the blackest man in Black Africa was there.
Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza. Tuko Nairobi tuna Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza. Tuko in the city, Chafuwa Meza. Don Kings in the building. Don Kings in the building. Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza. Tuko Nairobi tuna Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Chafuwa Meza podcast. I am your host, Slimmy G, and today we have a special guest. This is special to me because it's the first time on my platform having a politician. Whoa! Let's take a second and think about that. A politician? It's crazy to me because I had promised myself there's two things I'll never do, is do politics and religion. And today I have a politician. Oh my God. Look at me.
Let's talk about
Whoa,
that for real.
This is crazy. But before we continue, let me introduce our guest today because this is a huge one, especially if you're Kenyan. You gotta know this one. And if you live in Minnesota and you don't know our guest, man, you need a whooping. But I don't want to say anything else. In the meantime, between time, I'm gonna let my guest introduce herself. Please, you have the honors.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tim Lenny, wherever you are around the world, whether it is here in the U.S., whether it is in North Carolina or in Kenya. What's good? What's up? I am here. My name is Huldah Hiltsley, as he said. You know, it's an honor to be on this platform, especially that now I know that he has never had a politician. It's definitely an honor and I'm humbled. So I am the representative from the great state of Minnesota. I represent the amazing District 38A, and being the first Kenyan born, you know, that's something. Let's put some respect behind that.
Sure.
But truly honored to be here. So that's who I am. I am a Kenyan American, a proud Kenyan at that. Very proud of my roots, and finally we made it.
Yes.
You know, it's been a minute.
Oh,
it's been
my
a great...
God. Merry Christmas.
He's right, by the way. He's been trying to get at me for the last 6 months.
Yo, I'm not lying. I've been trying to holler at Honorable Huldah for a long time. I think since December, something like that. And there was a time I almost thought of giving up. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not going to happen because come on, man. All these times I'm even talking to you directly and I can't get to you. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. But today is the D-Day, man. And guess what, man? It's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
I even got you on a Sunday.
Let me tell you, we started off as a Saturday, right?
Yes.
This event that I came to North Carolina for, and then as you were talking to me, trying to remind me how we've been talking and communicating the last couple of months, I was like, wait a second. I looked at my messages. I was like, yeah, it dates back literally since December. And so when you talked about, you want to do this for a while and me not being able to because of my schedule or because of everything that I have on my plate, I told my team that I had to be here. It doesn't matter if what time is it right now? It is 2:00 in the morning and I haven't slept yet.
2 a.m. in the morning.
I wanted to respect you and I definitely want to respect the craft, what you're doing out here. And so to honor that, I'm somebody who, if I say something, I want to do it, I want to do it. And especially for our young people, I'm very passionate about young people. So when you said, hey, we've been trying to do this, I'm like, all right, you up all night? Whenever, let's do it. So we're here. Yeah. So we're going to get into it.
The studio is open 24/7, man. 24/7. The studio is open. We're rolling. There ain't nothing stopping this. Yes. Especially you, after 8 months or whatever the time, there's no way.
Look at here. He said, I said, what time? He said, anytime. What time you coming? I was like, 2:00 in the morning after everything's said and done. We here.
We here. We won't fall asleep on the couch, but we won't wait for you.
And I see your setup is tight. Your setup is fire. Your setup is lit. Like this is the real deal, y'all. Like if you step up in here, I feel like I'm in an actual studio, which it is,
Yes.
So big ups, you're doing some amazing stuff out here and I'm ready to get at it.
Hey, thank you so much. I feel so good. And if you can tell, you can feel my energy right now, man. I feel like it's morning time. I mean, it is morning time anyway, but it's nighttime to us. Because in Africa, if you have not slept, it's still nighttime. You have to sleep for the next day to come up. We're still up. So
we're still up.
Yes, we're still going. But, oh my God, man. First things first.
Yes.
Of course, you Kenyan.
Yes.
You go see to the call, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yo, Gali.
Yes, the one that you go like this.
Yes, yes.
Very proud.
You're the realest from there, from Ugali, the village.
Yes.
To the white man's.
I'm teling you.
Office. How does that make, how do you feel coming from the village? You know the village, the sugar cane, eh? Miwa.
Bananas.
Yes, bananas.
The land of matokes.
Sweet banana. From that.
And then Mandegere. Do you even know? Wait, were you old enough to know Mandegere?
No, I was not.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
It's
We'll stick with the Matoke.
But we know Matoke, yes.
We know
Matoke. From that. From the Kamba, the Gusi Deluxe, the Kisi Express, all of that. To
the
you.
Guardian.
Yes. To you to being remember the face me?
Yes.
From that. From you walking around, I mean,
Maze.
bare feet, dry, the hot sun.
Some people have come from a long way. Mm-hmm.
To where you at right now with the white people, you sit into the office telling them what to do.
Let's go.
How do you feel about that?
I'm at the table.
Yes, you on top. Kenyan in the building, man. Come on, man. You kidding me? We're in here.
We're in the building.
You cracked the door. Now we have to come in.
I hope you guys will bust that door wide open.
No, you see us now?
Look at here. Look at here. Let me tell you. So it is by God's grace. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like this thing, I never said here, most of us don't come into this country dreaming to be politicians.
Facts.
Right? This is something that, especially our parents' generation. When they came here, they wanted to do what? Put their head down,
yes.
Go to school, go to work, go to church.
That's it.
Repeat.
Prisoner.
Right? I mean, but look at us. We out here branching out, doing things that our parents never even dreamt about. Our ancestors, you can't tell me that my ancestors sat here and they were like, my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter will be serving in a white man's land.
No way.
No way. Even my ancestors. So when we sit here, we say, my ancestors' wildest imagination. My friend, there was no wildest imagination until I'll be here.
No way.
So it's by God's grace and realizing that in this country, we have to take what's ours.
Yes.
When I say we have to take what's ours, is because we also contribute. We work so hard for us not to get that piece of the pie back to our community. And so to sit here and say that I'm a part of making the decisions about how our government works, my friend, we have come a long way.
Oh, man, tell me about it. First things, I bow my head. I stomp my feet for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The idea, the fact that you sit here and you say Obama's name and my name in the same sentence. Hey.
You lead.
I think I've arrived.
Of course, you're here. That's what I keep telling you. I keep reminding you this over and over. When
you,
I
sir.
first saw you, I saw the message online. The first Kenyan woman, congresswoman, married. I was like, I gotta have you in the podcast. Are you kidding me? We're here.
We are finally 6 months later. We're here.
We're here.
never too late.
6 months. But anyway, we're here though. We're here
are
though. I
here.
was like, I gotta talk to you because in my
Yes.
mind, I'm like,
Yes.
okay, walk us through this journey, man. Because I know this is, oh man. Yo,
I mean, I'm here.
Y'all
walk
better
through
be
this
lit like
journey.
me,
Y'all
man.
ready?
Are you
Y'all
kidding
ready?
me? Shit. Like, yo.
I love it. I love it.
You know, most Africans, when they come over here, they do the dirty jobs. I'm saying you clean the bathroom. I'm saying you clean the dishes, all these
You out
dirty...
here doing things that you shouldn't be doing because you don't know what power you have. And so somebody like you who is out here doing your own thing, living your life, you're doing something that you love. And you never know how far something like this, simple thing as you setting up and you talking about real stories, real experiences, real lived experiences that people go through, where that's going to take you. That is the American dream. I know that our parents had their American dream, and their American dream is not our American dream. Our
Facts.
American dream is completely different.
Completely.
You know, and it's taken us to places where they never even thought about, right?
Yeah.
When you told your mother, I want to set up a studio here, what did she say the very first time?
The first time she was like,
Unafanya nini?
okay.
Okay. Right? When I told my dad that I wanted to run for office for our Mwanyagetinge, you know, our local nonprofit organization, community group, right? You know what he told me? He told me, wacha maneno mingi. That's too much. Do you really understand those people? Why do you even want to subject yourself into that space?
Yes.
But then I understood why I needed to be there. You know, so we sit here and our parents come to this country. Some of us are born here and they project their expectations on us, not realizing that we ourselves, we are going out here and we're experiencing a whole different lifestyle than they did.
Yes.
And we're being exposed to things that they weren't exposed to.
100%.
So we're coming out here, mapping our own way, one way or the other, and it's leading down paths that they couldn't have dreamt about. At first, they don't see it, but once things starts happening, that's when they're like, hey, look, now your mother is like, hey, that's my son. Have you listened to his podcast? Have you subscribed? Even now she knows what subscribed means, right?
Exactly.
So now my dad is like, hey, that's my daughter. Do you know that I'm the father of Mweshimiwa? You know how Kenyan parents are, right?
Yes.
Then we are like,
Yes.
I'm like, Dad, calm down. You're
Exactly.
the one who told me not to go down that
Exactly.
path.
Relax.
But again, that goes to show you that we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Now that our parents are starting to respect that, we actually know what we're talking about.
Facts.
You know, so it's been a journey, definitely.
For real. I like what you just mentioned right now because sometimes our parents, they always look at us like, of course, with the kids, with the children, right? They feel like, I mean, technically it's a year, but they always feel like that their parents, they know better. So sometimes when you come with new ideas, they're like,
You're cute too.
no, because we've never seen something like that before.
Yes.
And we're older, and with the parents, and we have the wisdom. Whatever you're saying has to be wrong. And it's like the saying goes, you cannot teach an old dog a new trick. So it's to
Come on
them,
now.
it's like,
We still love him though.
yeah, we still love them. The love never changes.
Oh, yeah,
But
no.
the disappointment is in it's like, yo,
Come on now, I can do that.
yeah.
You have no idea what I've been doing out here.
You can make it happen.
And I always challenge our parents, you know, provide an environment where your kid literally feels comfortable to explore their talents. That makes a huge difference. Do you know why this country thrives? Is because of the opportunities for people to explore their creative minds.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And they don't stifle that innovation spirit. And so I always encourage our parents, when your kid is doing something that you don't understand, just be a part of it. Eventually, you will understand.
Exactly. As long as they're not doing anything bad, they're not killing
Exact-
people, they're
of
not
course,
stealing,
of
they're not. I'm
course.
saying
We're
there's
not
no
out here,
crimes in
yes.
here. Everything is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, y'all better fall back, man. It's summertime now. You hear me?
Let's go.
It's summertime right now. So let's get back to you, man, because I'm
Yes.
still fascinated with your story. You know what I mean? So
yes.
I'm trying to figure that time. I don't know. I don't know what happens. You know, I'm trying to picture yourself like, you know how you go to an award show and they call your names like, oh my God, I won that? So
Uh-huh.
how did you know you won? Like, okay, you married, you're a Congress
made it.
lady. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm in here now.
You know, a lot of people don't know that I ran for Senate in 2022 and I lost, right? I lost by this much.
This much.
And
So you didn't lose, you just learned.
my friend, it was a loss. Let's just call it what it was. I didn't win.
Keep your 1,000,
You know,
okay.
But it allowed me to learn the process. And so when I lost, I was depressed. Maze, I was depressed for a couple of months. I even took time. I went to Kenya. I went to, I just took time off to, just be with my family. And, I told myself I'll never subject myself to that. Like, have you worked so hard for something? Literally poured everything, your whole mind, body, soul into something only for you to get so close to
then you miss
getting
it.
and you miss it. Hey, that feeling. I told myself I will never do this again. I remember that night we had a watch party, and I'm pulling up to the spot, and my team is standing outside, and just their demeanor, you could tell that this wasn't right. So my campaign manager walks up to me, and she gives me a big hug, and she tells me, "We didn't make it." Hey, I lost my legs.
Man.
It was like somebody just came and just
Yes.
hit me in the
Yes.
chest, took my breath away.
Yes.
And I was like, I never want to feel that feeling
And the
again.
whole family was right there just
My whole
waiting.
family was right there. I told him, give me a second. I had to literally just take a walk to bring myself back to reality. Like, okay, because I had a room full of supporters that I had to go and speak to.
But that's the walk
So
of shame.
I took my time, walked around the block, came back because I knew I had to go in there and thank these people for their sacrifice. You see a candidate, you think that, hey, that's the candidate, yay, they're the ones. But there are people who are backing that candidate who actually, ones who are putting in work.
Yeah.
And so after I took some time off for myself and my family, it wasn't even taking time off. I found myself calling because they were in the middle of a budget year at the state of Minnesota. So I was calling all of my friends like, did you go to the Capitol? Did you talk to Senator so-and-so? Did you do this? Did you do that? And my husband, I was in Mombasa that time because we had gone in just to relax. My husband was like, you're not done, are you? And I'm like, nope, we need to go back home. We need to go back to Minnesota because there's some work and that's how I then gathered myself to say, okay, what does 2023, 2024 looks like? And so that's when I ran. And luckily enough, this time around, I pulled up to the spot and there was already a celebration at the door. And that spoke volumes. And
Of course, I was so happy. Of course, this is the first time me meeting you, but when I had the news, I was so happy for you. I felt like I'm part of your family too. I was like, yo, we made it.
we made it. Let me tell you. Okay, I was in college when Obama won, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where you were when Obama won. I was in college.
Oh, I wasn't. What was I at?
How old were you when Obama won? That was
was
back
I
in
doing?
2008. That's a while back.
Yeah, yes. What I was out. I think I was walking that time. But I was in school, yes. I was
You
in
was
school,
with-
yes.
you're
Just
a
walking,
baby,
yeah.
just-
And that's the first time they were making all type of music. Like, yo, Obama is taking over. I was like, yeah.
Let me tell you, when Obama won, I was in this I was in college and I went to a private college, and so a lot of my black people, they were like, we're going to McAllister, we're going to here to the other more diverse universities because they knew it was gonna be popping over there, right?
Yeah.
And so, but I was like, I gotta study, I gotta do this. When Obama won, I was like, hey, you white people, do you know that that's my cousin? Do you? I owned that man. So when I won, the people are like, hey, that's my cousin. Oh, yeah, somebody told me that was your cousin. Of course, they're my cousin. I have no idea who that person is, but yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Absolutely.
goodness.
Just amazing.
It's so fascinating because I'm trying to imagine even you in school, because I don't know if going to school, back to college, was this your dream? This what you went to school for?
No, absolutely not. My dream in college, my parents' dream was for me to become a nurse, go into the healthcare field because that's all
Welcome
they
to
knew.
Africa. African parents. Everything is nursing.
Africa. Wait, if you're an African parent, listen to this.
Please.
Your kids can do more than nursing. If they're called into nursing, God bless them. But if not, There's other things out here
Please,
that
say
can
that one more
actually
time.
make money.
Tell them one more time.
Let me tell you,
Everybody's not. It's a nurse.
Everybody's a nurse. My mom was a nursing assistant for years. My dad's a nurse. And by the way, he had a degree in business. But because of this country and everything else, he couldn't get a job to support us while we were in Kenya. So he went back because, quote, nursing, you can always find work.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it's the lack of exposure of our people. It's the lack of exposure. So for me, when I was going to college, I went one semester of nursing. I was like, hey, that physiology and anatomy slapped me so hard. Back to reality. Pa, pa, pa. You don't belong here. I was like, okay, now I don't know what I'm going to do. But God had other plans for me. You know, I went in there and I had big dreams about working with World Health Organization, the UN.
Yeah.
So I went into college and I did international business, international relations, and sociology, right?
look
That's
at
what
you.
I undergrad, 333, let's go.
Smart.
Yes, I've eaten those books, by the way. So thinking, right, I could work for those big world organizations. They didn't want me. I went to New York. I applied at the UN. Oh my goodness, I tried. Nothing. I even applied to the government here in the US. Nothing. I even applied to CIA.
Was it this or?
Of course, and then also the experience, right? Like for most of these places, if you don't know somebody who's connected or if this doesn't look right, if you don't have that connection, you don't get to
What is this? It sounds like Kenyan. It's just how we move.
It's
Same
a
thing.
different level, right? A different face. But I was like, all right, God, if you're not opening those doors, what am I supposed to be doing? But I grew up, my parents, instilling in us the idea of giving back to your community, leadership, what that looks like. And sometimes people equate leadership to just having titles, big titles, right?
Yeah.
You're a leader in your own right. Look at you. You're here leading your own podcast that now, is picking up steam, right? You're influence, you're a leader in your own right.
It's true.
And so I started, exploring that and really just serving. And that allowed me to climb up the ladder in terms of my leadership roles. I got asked to do this. I got asked to do that. And then I ran for the president of Mwanyagitinge, one of the biggest Kenyan Kisii organizations in the whole entire U.S., right? Ooh. Based in Minnesota, And so that's where this whole idea of politics came out because I realized that sustainability is not in, our community at Changa, not that, right? It's at the capital where policies are being made that are impacting us directly. And our people have no idea.
Yes.
My friend.
Yes.
People have no idea. Because I would go there, try to talk to these representatives, senators, whatever, governor. We are here. We are different. Our culture is different. We are also contributing. This is the value that we are bringing, but we're not seeing anything coming back to our community. That's where now I started to learn, wait a second, this is what politics is. You hear politicians, all of this stuff, but ultimately the power that is at that space is what impacts your day-to-day life.
That's true.
And we as a community, we have to do a better job of educating. This is why I think somebody like you who has a platform, a very interesting platform in the sense that you have a unique niche of listeners. These young Gen Zs who are growing up, who are defining a whole different type of lifestyle here in the U.S., who are defining a whole generation of Kenyan Americans, who are now starting to realize that, hey, it's cool to acknowledge that I am Kenyan, I'm African.
Facts.
This is, because back when I grew up, that's something that you're trying to run away from.
Oh my goodness. Talk about
but
it.
Now,
What? Are you kidding me?
We are repping. I'm seeing young people. Some of them have never been to Kenya, but they're like, hey, I'm Kenyan. You see my bracelet.
Thank you. I was about to say the same thing.
Check it out.
Yeah, we got that.
If you're Kenyan, you don't have this, my friend. Check your life. Get your life.
Yes, you need a whooping as well.
But anyway, so going back into just seeing what my community was missing out on. I mean, we contribute millions and billions of dollars to the state of Minnesota, and we were not getting anything. And then people are making laws that impact us negatively. That's what pushed me to, okay, I have no idea what this space is, but I'm going to check it out. So the first time I ran, I had no idea what I was doing. Hey, we were learning, we were Googling, we were peeing up here. How do you become a candidate? But this time around, we knew exactly what we were doing.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, we succeeded. And so I'm excited to be in this space to show our people that this is possible, that we also belong, that the young generations like you, we need to start thinking about what is our role in this whole political space here in the US?
Yes.
Because we need to occupy those spaces.
True.
Because ain't nobody going to tell your story better than you can.
Facts.
Right? So why did you even create, this table? Why did you create this space?
Look at the politician
I'm
turning the
just
tables
saying,
on me, man.
I'm
Come
not even a
on,
politician.
man.
I'm just trying to figure out why my young brother here, created this space.
What's going on right now? I'm on that hot seat. Come on.
Let's go. It's my turn.
I was just chilling. Now look at me. I'm shrinking. Like, what's going
Sit up.
on? Yeah, like, come on, man. But that's actually a very good question, and I appreciate you asking me that question.
Yeah.
I've actually answered that question a few times on my podcast, but for some reason, people keep not seeing or understanding why I'm doing what
Listen
I'm doing.
up.
Come
Tune
on,
in.
guys. You guys, come on. This I'm whooping or what? Anyway, this is the reason why. Okay, of course I grew up in America, right?
Yes.
Which is a good place. Everything is Gucci. I'm sure you see everything.
Yeah,
So
check it out.
yeah, so you see how we're living. Everything is okay. We got water over here. Y'all got water?
Yeah, get yourself some water. Let me
Yes,
get
drink
myself
water.
some water.
Drink water. So now me and my team, which is it's my group that consists of my younger brother and my two cousins.
All right.
Actually, three cousins. Another one joined in. So we friends / cousins / family / cool people, whatever you want to call it. We decided to make a trip to go to Kenya. Right?
Let's go.
Yes. And we call ourselves the Migos, by the way. Not the rappers, but we call ourselves the Migos. The Migos, shout out to you guys.
Because where you at?
They know what time
Tune
it is
in.
right now.
Share this video.
They have to. They do it regardless.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Migos. So we went to Kenya, right? Me being in Kenya and seeing the way people are struggling. Because you've seen little kids over in America about 3-4 years old. You see their lifestyle. A little kid already has a phone. I'm saying they got their own bedroom. They got a TV. They're watching. You know what I mean? They run to the kitchen. The bunch of food, the whole selection. What do you want to eat? Options on deck. You know
Some
what
of
I
them
mean?
are like, I don't like that
I don't
one.
want that, yeah.
Hey, try that with my parents when I was growing up.
Or sometimes they even taste something and they throw it in the trash. Like, I don't want that
Just
no
like
more.
that.
Yeah. And then I looked at that as opposed to ours. Our kids on the street begging for food.
Yeah.
Like, are you
Sleeping
kidding me?
on the streets.
Yeah, sleeping on the streets. I'm like, where's your parents? Their parents are struggling as well.
Yeah.
Homeless people. I was like, yo, this cannot be real. This is what we see in the movies. This can't be real. Check this out. This is real.
Real.
And I was like, okay, how can we make a difference?
Come on now.
And for me, in most cases, when you ask people this thing, they always go back to the politicians. Like, okay, what are the politicians doing? Who's the mayor? Who's the governor? Who's the president? These are the questions they ask. I'm like, okay, no. At this stage, what can I do
Come on.
to help? See what I'm saying? So instead of pointing fingers to other people, I point the fingers to myself. I say, self. I say, what's up?
What you doing? Have a conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
Go on ahead.
What we gonna do about this? It's like,
What we
I don't
doing?
know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, yo, you Kenyan, go get a bottle, take some few shots. We might figure that thing out.
Come on.
Yeah. So I'm sitting, I'm taking a few shots, and I thought about it. I was like, yo, Chafuwa Meza. What is Chafuwa Meza? Make that a platform. Make that a podcast.
Yeah.
What's the podcast about? It's gonna be trying to help our people back home.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We're going to try us on us. Forget the government. Forget these other extra people. We call the
Yes.
politicians, the leaders, whatever you want to call these other people. Just
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Us as people.
As a people.
Yes. Help the people back home.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? And I don't just mean back home. Of course, you can help anywhere in the world. But as they
Yes.
say, you have to fix your backyard before you fix anybody else's backyard.
right, that's right,
So
that's
that's why I
right.
say back home. So we have to go back to Kenya. Kenya, Kanairo, we're here.
Canairo.
So-
Oh, that's the new name for Nai.
Canairo.
So we've gone from Nai to Canairo.
Canairo, yes.
All right, my bad. Let me
So,
learn
yeah,
something.
I was like, yes, let's help our people.
Yes.
And which is the best way to reach people at once. A lot of people, mass of people at once. Online. By which way? A platform. What kind of platform? A podcast.
Come on now.
And that's how Chafuwa Meza was born.
I love I love it. You know how I mentioned earlier about this young Kenyan Americans who have grown up here. Some of them have been born here. They're finding their path. You literally just described it. You and let me tell you, I grew up with Kenyan parents where we hated going to Kenya. Because when we go to Kenya with our parents, what were we doing? We're going to their
Oshago.
friends who shall go, and then they sit here and they chap us stories, they talk story. And we as kids, what are we doing? We're just in the corner sitting there.
Exactly. Nothing.
Doing absolutely nothing, just hating it, right?
Yes.
Like we could be here doing we have our little TV, we
Yes.
have a little game,
Yeah.
we have nothing there, right?
Exactly.
Like
You hit it, yeah.
if we were lucky enough to go to a place where we had our cousins,
Yeah.
and even those cousins are looking at us like, who are you?
Exactly.
What are you doing here?
The connection is not
You know,
there.
it's not there, right?
Yeah.
And so the first time I went to Kenya and I actually loved it was when I went by myself. I went out there I was doing a project, and I saw Kenya for what Kenya was on my own eyes, not my parents' eyes, right? And I had my own time to just explore Kenya. That's when I fell in love with Kenya. That's when I fell in love with its people. That's when I fell in love with like this culture that my parents have been pounding on me, right? Pounding, even the language, right? And so I sat here and I'm like, I think for me, it solidified what my parents have been trying to teach us. Because sometimes our parents can teach us, but if they're not doing it in a way that connects with us, we are completely disconnected.
Yes.
So you guys going there and you guys making that connection by yourselves, not because you're your parents,
No.
by yourselves.
Our choice.
That right there has propelled you to something that is now going to give back in a manner that your parents could not even imagine. Even you never know what this thing is going to end up doing. You know,
It's
and I'm
very true.
excited about it.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's very true because, like I mentioned, look
Yeah.
at you now.
I-
When I started this platform, I never thought I'll have someone like you on my platform.
I mean, you vowed not to have politicians or religious people. Here I am. Shout out. So you politicians and religious people, don't worry. You'll be here one day.
You'll be here one day. So yeah, when I started the platform, my vision was
Yeah.
never like this. The idea I have, I was going a different angle, and then, like you say, you just don't know what the platform takes you to.
And
takes its
you
own.
make it what it is.
Yes, it takes over. You know what I mean? And anyway, we're here, man. I'm
here.
happy, man. The platform is rolling. So yeah, back to you though, man.
Yes.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm the second oldest. My brother actually flew to Kenya yesterday. So I have an older brother, Mishak, and then me, and then a younger brother, Person, and then baby girl, my baby sister, Beulah, who is actually in the West Coast. She's around here somewhere. So it's 4 of us. My little sister was born here. But my parents really did a great job in making sure that we learned our language. So she knows Kiswahili, and not Kiswahili, Kisi.
Kissy.
A lot of people are shocked that I know more Kisi than I know Swahili, but that's just how we grew up, right? So yeah, I have siblings. And then I think how Kenya call it Niko people. I'm like, I got my husband, I got my kids, and I got 2 babies. Shout out to Jada Ray and Jordan. My plan A of retirement. So y'all better, if you listen this 10 years from now, you guys are my plan A for retirement. But yes, my husband's name, holding me down, is Mr. Hiltsley himself, but he goes by AKA Ondieki. Mr. Ondieki.
Mr. Ondieki.
Yes, sir.
Kissy name. Whoa.
He has to. I mean, my friend. My parents were like, Hilt. Okay, he's a Kenyan name. So he chose that one.
The name was a challenge a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So walk us a little bit. I'm trying to figure the first time you landed in Kenya back in December and everybody was waiting for you at the airport because they know when Shimi was in the building from America.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
I mean, you watch some of these things and you're like, you have these dreams of what some of these things are. You watch celebrities and you're like, I wonder about their lives. You watch these big people and you're like, hey. So I land, and in my head, the original game plan for Kenya, honestly, was as simple as me wanting to go to my grandmother's grave, honor her. The original plan was me and my sister We go there literally for a couple of days. We honor grandmother, let her know that we've made it,
Of course.
and then fly back and continue on with life.
Ah.
But unfortunately, or fortunately, this whole story became this national, like, just viral thing, right? Like it spiraled out of control because as soon as the results were announced, we went to the watch party. It was official. I came home and I'm like, finally I can sleep. Hey, let me tell you, I didn't sleep for the next 24 hours because it was interview, and then now it was, when are you coming home? When are you coming home, right? And in my head, I'm like, I just wanted to come home just quietly and then come back.
Yeah.
And so it became a thing. So by the time I got to Kenya, the ground was already just ready for me, right? And I didn't expect the magnitude of what had just happened until I got there. I mean, I was, when I tell you there's some stuff that some of us dream about or see on TV, even how I was received, even when the plane touched the ground, you know how you get to Kenya and you get out and you line up if you're traveling with your Kenyan passport, you
Yes.
line up in the citizen line. When you are going with your U.S. passport, you go the foreign line.
the foreign line.
You stand
Karibu
there.
Kenya, yes.
Karibu Kenya. You're like, this
Yeah.
customs.
Yeah.
They go through you. You have your X on your bag.
Oh,
they
they
go
gotta take
through
that.
it. They tell you,
Yeah, my
hey,
God, yes.
that old whatever. Give us this.
Yes.
Give us some tea.
Yes.
All of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's a part of that experience, right? But no, my friend. I was taken to what they call VVIP.
Woo.
Hey, this is where now those politicians and those important people are walked in. There's a part of the airport, the most common mwananchi don't even know exists.
I bet you.
Yeah. So some guy walks in, they're like, welcome, Mheshimiwa, this is your whole entire team, this is blah, 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 blah. And then the chief whip of parliament, Servenas Osoro, Honorable Servenas, is like, hey, says welcome. So I'm over here like, have I arrived to what is happening right now?
Yes.
And they're like, we need all of your team's passport, because I went in there deep. I went in there with 10 people. I was like, I'm not going by myself. If this is what it's going to be, my whole entire family is coming, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, give us your passports. We're like, and I mean, still have to go through customs.
Yeah.
And the guy looked at me like, what customs? I am customs. So bring those passports. So they took him. Like, that VIP treatment that I got just opened my eyes to, hey, what the common mwananchi goes through. Mm-hmm. Hey, I was ushered. I didn't have to worry about my bags. I heard that people are like, those are Mheshimiwa's bags. Make him look nice. And then let's walk out now from the airport and go outside and see this massive crowd of people. And I'm sitting here going, they're not here for me. Surely they're not here for me.
Yeah.
This little girl from some village somewhere,
Exactly.
they're over here celebrating me.
Exactly.
Banners, flowers, politicians, even Fred Machoka.
Was there too?
Fred Machoka came, the blackest man in Black Africa was there.
Yeah, you made it.
I've made it.
Yeah,
When that man shows up, you've made it. I need to get him on this podcast.
Yeah, for
Maybe
real.
that's what I
Hey,
need to.
Fred
Fred
Machoka.
Machoka, where are you at? You need to come on this podcast.
real.
All right, shout out. It was insane. And from there on, that's when I understood that's when I slowly understood the magnitude of that moment, because I was only there for 8 days. In 8 days, I was accorded state security. let me just ask you this. Have you ever been on highway, I don't know, Nyayo highway, whatever highway, right? And you see these politicians and their entourages, and they tell you move.
Move out the way.
Every time I go to Kenya, that thing has always pissed me off. I'm like, where I'm also going is also important, not
Yes.
because of you.
Yeah.
Tell
this
me
time is
why.
you.
Tell me why we had 30 cars deep, and now they're the ones who are telling you, move. And people are yelling, who is this nonsense here? I'm in the back seat of this car going.
You're not complaining.
Not necessarily not complaining. I was embarrassed.
Okay.
Me, I don't like showy stuff. That's just not who I am, right?
yeah.
So for me, I'm sitting here going, I didn't need all this.
Yeah.
I seriously did not need all this. And the fact that I was the reason for inconveniencing somebody who was trying to get somewhere just so that they can step aside so me and 30 other cars can take me to a hotel. My brother, come
Not
on
necessary,
now.
yeah. It's
not
not
necessary.
necessary. We can just wait as well. Yeah.
We can also wait.
Yeah.
You know, so it was very surreal in a way, but also just reminded me that those of us who are in power, we have immense responsibility to behave accordingly. And so every opportunity I got to either serve myself, to eliminate somebody else thinking that they have to accommodate me, I try to do that. But obviously, there's some things that I just couldn't do.
Yeah.
You know, for example, there's nothing that I could tell about security because they had to make sure that they go where I needed to go and make sure everything was okay and do all that. I get that. But also, it reminded me of why I appreciate my privacy so much. When I got there, all of this attention was on me. Everything was like, what does Mheshimiwa want? I'm sitting here going, no, I just want to get up and go. I couldn't just go up and go. There was it almost became a security incident where my husband thought that I can just go and get something from the store down the street from my hotel. You know, he just got up and left and security wasn't aware of it. We had to call security had to tell me, we have to go get your husband because now people recognized, oh, that's Honorable's husband.
Yes.
And now they were coming to him, not necessarily, but then again, you just never know.
Exactly.
You never know,
You don't
right?
know
So
people's
they
intention.
had to go grab him or take him where he needed and then bring him back. So that reminded me of the privilege that I had before all of this happened. And I no longer have that.
Yeah.
You know, I no longer I can't just go to Kenya just like that.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you know, it was surreal experiencing everything that I experienced. I mean, even in Jamhuri, you know, you sit here and you watch those parades, and then you look at atop there, the stadium where the box of the president and where he's sitting here. And I'm sitting literally 3 seats away from the president of the Gambia, and then our president and all of the dignitaries and the whole entire Kenyan government. I'm in front row. My friend, I was sitting there going, I've arrived.
Yo, that is God.
And then doing interviews with famous people like Lynn Googie, you know, and meeting all these people who wouldn't have even known who I was, just because I won some seat in some state, you know. So my friend, winning is good.
Winning, I am definitely not complaining. Winning is good because you hear that? That is a heck of a story. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Winning
it
is
was
good.
Yeah.
And then after you arrived and you received all this love and all these people showing you all these things, what was the first place you went to? Did you go straight and enjoy Nairobi City first, or you was like, okay, I just want to go home and see my family back home?
I couldn't just go, right? There was an itinerary that we had worked with the group on the ground, the State House and their team about, you know, my stay in the country. And so I had an agenda every day, you know, and so the next day after that, it was a news media day where I had news media from 7:00 in the morning all the way to 4 p.m. And then from there, I had a dinner with a couple of members of parliament. And then the day after that, it was Jamhuri Day. You know, so that was a whole day celebration where I went to the stadium. And then from there, you hear State House. And you pass by and you see the name, you know, State House.
Yes.
And there's long road that leads into the State House. My ancestors never dreamed that their grandchild will be a guest of the president. Come on now. Wow. You know, I go in there and there are 6 sections, tent 1, tent 2, and then in the middle, that's where the dancers, the performers do their thing. And then on the back side here, on this side is all the ambassadors from different countries who are stationed, you know, in Kenya. On this side is all of the members of parliament, elected officials. In the middle is now the president's seat, right? That's his table.
And that's in the State House, inside.
In the State House compound.
Oh, the
And I
compound.
was
Okay.
ushered
Okay.
to sit at the president's table.
Ooh.
Look at here. It's only God,
We are looking.
right? Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Where the glasses at?
Right. Those binoculars. We're looking.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there and I had to pinch myself. Whether you like the president or not, he was the man who was sitting at that seat, right? And so I was pinching myself thinking, how did I end up in this table?
Yes.
You know? And so that's why I always try to encourage young people. Whatever you're doing right now, you're building your resume to what is to come, to some of those spaces that you can't even think that they exist. So whatever you're doing right now is the trajectory of what's to come.
Yes.
So I sat there and I'm asking myself, how in the world did I? And then I was reminded, hey, I put in work.
Yes. You
There's
did
a
it.
picture of me at 3:00 in the morning. I remember I'm sitting on the curb in an apartment complex because we were dropping lit in cars at 3:00, 2 days before elections. So that when you wake up, right, you go to your car, you see your lit, and I'm literally sitting here with a few handful. And one of my team members who was with me that night took a picture of me, right? And I always remember that picture when people are like, oh, it looked like it was easy. Hey.
It's always like that. You know, once you make it, everybody always thinks the whole process was just easy.
yeah.
Like you just woke up one day and it was like this.
Oh no.
Oh my
This
goodness.
was 4 or 5. Actually, this was a lifetime in the making, if you really think about it. All the little things that I was a part of, all the yeses that I said, all the opportunities of
The dots are
leadership that I said,
connecting.
it connected. And even this moment right now, as I sit here as an elected official, I truly believe it's God's way of just saying this is just a stepping stone to whatever it is. I have no idea what that is, but there's something bigger that is in the works. But in this very moment, God is telling me, I want you to sit there. I want you to do a good job, and then we'll see where to place you next. So when you find yourself doing something like you're doing right now, do it with quality. Do it with intention. Do it with passion, because you never know who you're reaching out there who would be like, you know what? I want that guy, whatever Chafuwa Meza guy, that guy,
Yes.
to come here and do this
Yes.
because you've laid out the table. Chafuwa Meza, you have Chafuwa Meza
Yes.
to the point where they can't even ignore you.
Y'all see me?
Well, now, no.
Yeah, come closer. But I was listening to your story. I mean, I followed your story a little bit, and I seen the struggle you went through before. I mean, of course, the parents are not like they're wealthy earlier on. The struggle you had to occur, the pain you had to feel to the moment that you made it, and it broke your heart at some times because you felt like you want to give up. Because I mean, look at the situation you was in at that time. It's like, okay, my God, are you kidding me? There's no tomorrow. This is it.
Yeah.
And you overcame all of that. All of that. To even sit right here today, man.
I'm telling you, sometimes I pinch myself. I'm like, I'm here. What?
Yeah, like you keep saying,
Yeah.
a lady from the village.
Yes. My family, like you said, my family didn't come from much. My father, in our culture, when you've lost your father, that's a big hit to you
Yes.
because ain't nobody care about who you are.
Very true.
Or what you're about. Like your father is the pillar of the family, the community. And so when you lose that, my dad lost his father when he was 5 years old. And so the poverty kicked in big time. And so for me, I didn't come from much. My parents struggled. My parents, even here in the U.S., worked 3 jobs so that they can put food on. But I started working at age 18 at a nursing home as a nursing assistant so that I could help and support my family, right? But what they instilled in me is it allowed me to learn what hard work was and resilience and really pounding the pavement for everything that I had. Even in school, I realized that, I didn't have the luxury of screwing up, right? Most of us, especially as Kenyans,
Very true.
I mean, not all of us come from money.
Of course.
Most of us are self-made, and when we don't have that luxury of that, quote, I call it old money, we don't have a choice but to exceed. excel.
Excel,
And
yes.
so when I was in college, even graduating with 3 undergrad degrees, while my friends were out there partying, don't get me wrong now, I had a good time in college.
You
But
got to.
for the most part, when my friends were out there partying, I was over here studying. I was taking 19, 20 credits so that I can graduate with 3 degrees, because I was like, wait, I can do that? Because I'm paying a whole lot of money and my parents don't have, I'm taking out these loans. Oh, you better believe I'm gonna maximize on this. And so that has always been my drive. The fact that we didn't come from much. And being in this country, when somebody tells you, hey, what's the difference between America and Kenya? I tell them opportunities. That's it. Everything else, Maza, if you had money, you would be good in Kenya.
Over there. Yep.
Good. Life is good in Kenya. But the difference between America and Kenya is opportunities. Here you can come and as nobody and make something of yourself. That's the beauty of democracy here in the US. And so for me to be sitting here, not only is it God's grace, but it's also hard work and understanding that I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
The only choice I had was to succeed one way or another.
Yeah.
You
Has to
know,
do it,
and so I everything that I've tried to do has been from that mentality of I don't come from much, you know, and if I don't come from much and I have this opportunity and I think about how many Kenyans pray to God to have an opportunity to come to this country and how many of us have squandered this opportunity. That's a story for another day.
Yes.
We are here to, yes.
Very, very, very true, man.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. The stuff you're talking about right now is extremely huge because you're very successful. I look up to you, like I mentioned. And of course, right now, I know I got other people looking up to me. I might not know who you are.
Come
but I
on
know
now.
you're watching me and you're looking
Let
up
him
to
know.
me. But it's okay, man. It's a tree, as you can see the way it goes, man. And we hope it's gonna keep continuing rolling like that. And that's how we're gonna pick out the next generation up. Otherwise, we're gonna fumble the bag. But this is another thing. I know it comes with what you have right now. You know, when you have success, you have people who love you, support you, care about you. But also on the other side, you have the haters. You have people who talk bad about you. You
Yes.
have people who call you names. You have people who make things up about you. You have no idea who they are. You have friends who turn against you and become your enemies. How is that experience for you so far?
I mean, that means I'm doing something right.
Of course,
right? If
yeah.
I'm not robbing somebody the wrong way, then if you're not doing that, then you're not doing it right. But in all seriousness, I didn't get into this to please everybody.
True.
If you get into something to please everybody, you've already failed. For me, I had a vision and I had a dream and I had a passion to serve. And so when I entered into this space, I talked to a few of my friends who are in this space and really got an idea of what to expect, especially being an immigrant, especially being a woman at that, especially being African. Hey, there's this assumption that we don't know anything.
Yes.
You know, our accents. What do you know with your accent?
Yes.
You know, but I go back to understanding my worth, understanding that I am capable, understanding that I also belong, right? Like when you know you belong and when you know what's at stake, all of that stuff, all of that hate, all of the negativity, all of that, for me is just noise. Because at the end of the day, you're not paying my bills.
That's true.
You're not helping my community.
Yeah.
You're over here trashing. If you come talk to me and you're trashing what I'm trying to do,
Forget you.
I ain't got time for you.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, I look at you and be like, you're outside, I'm inside, I'm at the table. Where you at? You are looking through the mirror and you have the nerve to come at me?
Where you at?
That's your issue. Where you get your life, right? Get your life. So for me, when I understood that my vision was greater than what somebody thought about me, because sometimes I think that especially as Kenyans, as immigrants, as young people, well, I'm no longer a young person, you know, as young people, we have to fit in. We have to act a certain way. We have to, no. The day I decided that I was enough, that I too had something to offer, that's when I got the true freedom. And when you have that true freedom of up here, your mind, knowing who you are, and the influences from out here, whether that is your friends, whether that is your parents, whether that is haters who don't even know who you are, but make assumptions about who you are from what they see or somebody who's telling them. Once you have that, Once you are clear about who you are, all that stuff is just noise. I just brush it off. I'm like, go ahead, talk. But at the same time, I'm still waiting. I'm still here. And I'm still here talking to Lenny
Yes.
on Chafuwa Meza. What are you
Chafuwa,
doing?
yeah.
So you continue hating, and you will never find me hating another person. What? Why? That time I could be here building. That time I could be here Googling, how do I succeed in the next chapter of my life?
Very true.
Instead of worrying about what somebody else is doing.
Wasting your energy.
Wasting my energy.
And time.
We spend so much time wasting energy on hating on somebody else who is minding their own damn business.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. Most of the time that happens when someone, they feel defeated with life.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, what's the next move? Let's start hating because they don't have the next option.
Yeah.
They don't have the next move.
I get that, but I'm not your outlet. Good luck.
There
Figure
we
it
go.
out.
I like that. Now, being an elected official, especially in America, of course, this is a side where you deal with the whites.
Yes.
What's the
yes,
worst thing or the worst experience you've experienced so far since you've been elected?
Well, even before getting elected, as Black people in this country, especially as African immigrants, thank you for bringing that up. Let me address this. As Africans, and especially Kenyans, we have a role to play in this country. We didn't come here like our brothers and sisters who are African Americans. We didn't come here and have ties to the slavery in that period.
That's true.
Let's get that right. So this group of people fought racism, fought slavery, fought Jim Crow laws. Know your history. As an African Kenyan, know your history.
Very
know
true.
the
I'm on
history
it.
of this country.
Yes.
And how we got to a point where we can come here and claim anything. Let's be honest. Because we sit here sometimes as Africans, we take pride. Oh, look at us. We're doing better than so and so. Do you know why you're doing better than these people?
It's because of them.
It's because of them.
Yeah.
So let's give respect where respect is due.
Yes.
And what they did. Because back in the day, before we moved here, what were we being told about African Americans?
Oh,
They are this, they are thug, they are all of that,
exactly.
right?
Let's just,
We're
let's keep it
gonna
PG.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Wow.
But then that's us not understanding the magnitude of what they had to go through so that we can be accorded, foreigners, we can be accorded the same rights as everybody else here. So for us, we have to understand our role in this social and racial fight in this country. So when we see our people out there protesting, we also need to join in and be like, we're here. We're not just taking. We also need to participate.
Yes.
So going back to your question, I just wanted to lay the groundwork for that. You are a Black man in America. Even before somebody identifies you as, quote, Kenyan, or you might be different from them, you are a Black man here. And I can't even... You can, maybe that's one of these days, you can have a conversation about what that is.
Yes.
So our people back home knows.
Yeah.
What you as a Black man in America go through,
Yeah.
right? As a Black woman and an African at that, hey, even during campaign, you door knock somebody's door and they ask you, what are you doing on my property? Leave my property. When I, as a candidate, have the right to be at their property. Where you are door knocking at a very affluent neighborhood and they call the police on you because they can't possibly fathom that you are actually running for office to represent them.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so racism in this country is still deeply rooted in all of institutional setup systems in this country. And I've worked in corporate America for a very long time before I even jumped into politics. And right now I do a lot of data privacy, data governance for Boston Scientific, that's a side note. And I have been exposed or I have gone through things where I'm sitting here going, if it wasn't the color of my skin,
It'll be
that
good.
stuff wouldn't happen to me.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's the same thing as politics. But politics is very vocalized. They tell you straight up, I don't like you because of the color of your skin. Do we sit here and just say, oh, well, I can't, I'm going to give up? No.
No.
And
back.
now that I'm elected, now in it, I can show you messages where my campaign was getting threats and you monkey, go back to Africa. All of the things that you yourself have heard too. It was there. Again, that's just noise to me because you have no idea who I am.
Man.
You have no idea the power that I'm packing. You have no idea that you asking me for my credentials, you haven't even graduated from high school. I have
Exactly.
3 undergrad degrees, I'm a master's, I am doing this, I'm doing that, I'm managing a portfolio worth millions. And what you got? And you dare ask me for my qualifications. You know? So and then you get into leadership. And now I'm governing, because there's a difference between being a candidate, because you're sitting here selling your manifesto. That's what they call it in Kenya, right? But once you now transition into leadership, it's a whole different ballgame. I am sitting here with old white men who have this mindset of who you are from their lived experiences.
Yeah.
And now you're coming disrupting their way of life. Hey. So when I say that I like my peaceful life, because a lot of times people don't realize when you're in this space, we're going to keep it PG-13, all the stuff that you have to go through on a daily basis, where you're judged by the skin color, where your colleague is asking you a very stupid question because they can't possibly fathom that you could actually even know what they're talking about, when you actually know even more than them. You know?
Yes.
But you know what, though? Again, we are built different. We are built to know, hey, you haven't walked in my shoe. This is nothing. You are nothing to me. As long as you do not cross certain lines, you continue doing you, and I'm going to continue doing me. I'm going to continue thriving, whether you like it or not. Some way, if you don't open that door, I'll find another way of opening that door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't open the door. We're gonna use the window.
Exactly. If you don't use the window, we'll crack at that wall and
One or
bust it
another,
wide open.
We're gonna get in.
Yeah. So yes, I experience it every day, and it's unfortunately with the current administration, it has made it very easy for people to be prejudiced and racist publicly.
Goodness. Oh my.
Publicly, all human dignity and compassion, empathy out the window.
Yes, it's out of here. Things are super crazy right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But let me mention something you mentioned earlier today on the event, which actually touched me, because it's something I experienced growing up over in America. It's the accent thing.
In a country where it actually now it's okay to be yourself. Remember when you first got here? For some of you who've been here for a few years, for decades, you couldn't even, you were trying to talk and that American. Me, I gave up. I said, mimi ni Mukisi, mimi ni Mukenya. If you like it, you don't like it. If you don't like my accent, I walk in there with pride. My brother talked about his accent and how hard it was for him. But when he allowed himself to be himself, magic happens.
Being from Africa, having an accent. And, when you first arrive in America, maybe you might know. Now you know, because, of course, we have all this social media. But back then, you didn't know, or at least you didn't understand the accent magnitude. Of course, we used to watch TV, and we used to make fun of how they calling names of characters on TV. It's like, Tony. It's like Peter. That's Peter. So we used to make fun of that, but we didn't understand the exact until when we got here, and when you spoke, and people kept going like, "Huh? What is he saying?" That's when he hit you like, Jesus Christ, am I not speaking English?
Right. I thought I was speaking English.
And this is the same English.
Yeah, did you ever get, pardon me? I grew up and I was like, I thought I just spoke English. What is that? They're still asking me, pardon me. Now I'm confused. Why are they pardoning? I'm speaking English.
Exactly, speaking English. They go, excuse me.
Excuse me?
Huh? Say it again. It's like,
come on now.
yo, come on. What am I saying right now?
We're speaking English.
Yeah,
Very
this is
clear
English.
British
Yeah,
English.
Very clear. Like, what are you talking about? I can't understand. You can understand me? You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
But we had to go through the process, and it make you feel inferior.
Yes.
Because it's like you've been left out. You don't fit in. People are looking at you funny. Anytime you say something, they go like, we don't know about this guy, man. Where you from again?
Right.
Africa? Wow.
That country?
Yeah. Do you guys have clothes? Because I know you live on trees.
Of course. We also sleep with lions and tigers and everything else.
Yeah. So I was imagining you
Yeah.
being elected or even trying to be elected with all that experience in your mind? What was you think like, oh, they probably won't accept me because of that luggage behind you? Or you was like at this stage, your confidence was pretty high. Like, I
Oh,
got this.
absolutely not. I would care. I was not going into it to be accepted by nobody. Let me say that again. I was not going into this space to be expected nobody. I'm enough with my accent and all, and I'm very proud of it. And when I get so passionate, my accent even gets worse, which is great. That means I'm making a point. So absolutely not. I didn't go into this to be accepted by anybody.
Anybody? Yeah.
I was going in there to be my authentic self, to bring myself into that space because we were missing in there. And they need to know that we exist. And you can't go in there trying to be accepted by anybody because then you're also accepting their perception of who you are. You know?
Yes.
Then you're accepting what they think your community is or want. So if you go into this space thinking, oh, I need to be accepted, you're in the wrong field.
You
You
lost
will
already.
go down very quickly because there's so many voices out here that will basically influence who you are. In the negative, in the positive, is up to you. Me, I've resulted to, I have a mission. This is what I want to do for my constituency, whether that is, policies that really focus on our African community or policies that impact the whole entire, I don't care whether you're white, brown, Asian, whatever, that impact us as a community. But I focus on African immigrants because we've been left out into this conversation for so long.
So long. Yeah.
Not saying the rest of my constituency don't matter. And this is one of those things where those people who don't understand when this movement of Black Lives Matter, when somebody says, what do you mean? All lives matter. No. A good friend of mine gave me this analogy. We live in a very fancy neighborhood with houses.
Yeah.
And my house catches on fire. And I'm calling my neighbors, telling them, hey, come help me. My house is on fire. My house matters right now because it's on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The rest of your houses do matter. Yeah. But at this very moment, my house is on fire.
Yes.
That's the same thing with the Black Lives Matter movement. That's the same thing with me. Right now, the African immigrant population needs to be at the table. They matter because we contribute millions and millions of dollars as a tax base. We have a vibrant, diverse rich contribution to the state. That we get exploited. Oh, come, let's hear about. You have authentic restaurants, but yet we don't have resources to expand, to sustain our businesses, to create spaces, to continue learning about our culture, but yet they want to eat from our culture. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yes, it matters right now. Not saying the rest of my constituents doesn't matter. They do matter.
Yeah.
When I do big bills like, oh, I want to expand our community center, that's catering to the whole entire. Oh yes, let's do loans for our businesses. That's everybody's business, but you better believe that loan is going to accommodate the needs of the African population because they're different. Most of us are running our businesses from where? In our basements. We don't have a brick and mortar where you can come in and have employees and have all these things that quote you need. So that's when we talk about representation, that's what that is. Bringing the needs of the people to the table so that they can be represented. That's one of the main reasons why I got into this space. So I don't care whether you like me or not. I'm here,
like that.
and I'm not going anywhere.
Man. Hey, power to the people, man.
Power to the people.
You. Power to you. This is gonna be this is a big one. This is a big one. Just like Trump like to say, this is a big one. How do you feel about Kenya right now with all that's going on with the politics, the Gen Zs, with the Ruto must go movement? How do you feel about that?
I think that Kenya is at a pivotal moment. And when I say that, I mean that there's a whole new generation of young people who don't think like the gatekeepers, right? Who don't want to have an agenda or a status quo anymore. Who all they want is to graduate and have a job. I have a bunch of my cousins who graduated. Some of them went to India, came back to Kenya. They can't even find a job for nothing. But yet we have an administration who is literally sending brain power outside of the country. Come on now.
What the hell?
Especially with how smart Kenya is, the resources that Kenya is. I mean, we created the first mobile banking, mobile M-Pesa.
Talk
Let
about
me tell
it.
you.
Yes, talk
you
about
know?
it. Yes.
So we have a very smart populace. We have industries that are doing very well. And then on top of that, we have the backing of the diaspora remittances. My friend, help me with that word.
No, you got it already. The accent is cool. It's not a big deal.
Remittances, you
There we
know,
go.
the where we send a whole lot of money back home, right? We have that backing there from the diaspora. So when I look at this point in time, I see an opportunity for Kenya to rise above. Obviously, there's a lot of travesties that have happened, especially with our young people. And I have to give them credit. Like, no group of young, and that's how you know we're special. Kenya is very unique. My friend, at young people get up on the street and they force a whole president, an African president, mind you,
Exactly.
to change his mind.
Yeah.
The finance bill.
Yes.
They shut that stuff down.
Yeah.
Those were Gen Zs.
Yes.
Now I just hope you Gen Zs out there in Kenya have that same energy in 2027. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, who to support, but bring that energy and vote to the last men and women of somebody that you truly believe has your heart in mind. Whoever that is. I can't get into politics like that.
Which, of course, I know
Yeah.
how that go. Which is good. I'm hoping. I have so much hope on the Gen Zs. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I have so much hope on the Gen Zs. And if they let me down, oh my God, I think we're done as a country moving forward. Because I don't think what's going to happen.
2027 is going to be a defining moment for Kenya, I personally think. It's gonna
Yes, this is going to be extremely huge, mind-boggling. I don't know, man. We're going to see what happens. But I'm hoping, I'm praying so hard. It's going to be great news for us as a nation.
We'll see.
As a nation, because we see the biggest thing they do right now is the dividing of the tribalism and all this nonsense. And
Then that's the beauty of the Gen Zs. They ain't got time for
Yeah,
that.
we
They
don't
ain't got
want that.
time for tribalism.
Yeah.
They're over here like, look, we just need a job.
yes,
We just need a place to lay our head down. We just need to be able to have good healthcare. We just need, for those of the Gen Zs who are having kids, we just need good schools we just need the basics. That's all they're asking.
yes,
Honestly.
and I agree, to that, man,
Yeah.
completely. Wow, yes. Oh my God, man. I can't wait to come to Minnesota, man. I mean, the
Please
last time I was
come.
in Minnesota is probably 2020, actually, right before COVID, 2020.
Welcome
Right
back
before
again.
COVID, man. The only time I go to Minnesota is like right now during summertime. After summertime,
yes.
you can't see me because it's too cold, it's snowy.
It is,
It's too many
yes.
Kenyans out there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's too many Kenyans out there as well. So
Yes.
I don't know. But
welcome.
since you got this going on, and I told you I'm looking up to you, I have to come through.
Please
I
do, come
have to
through.
stop by. I would love for you to show us. I mean, do you understand being shown around the city with a whole an elected official?
come on.
You know how
I
I
will
feel?
give you a VIP tour.
That's what I need, man.
state of Minnesota.
Just to feel the same way you felt when you got to Kenya. You got all that people, man. I mean, I'm trying to make Americans get out the way too. Like, yo, move, man. Come on, man.
This is great. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I definitely want to come visit Minnesota pretty soon. I
Please
don't know
do.
when, man. But
Let me know. You know how to get a hold of me.
of course, I will look for you. But all in all, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. This has been
Absolutely.
wonderful. Oh my God, it's been like an hour, 10 minutes. In
We were talking 20 minutes. Now
Yes.
here we are.
I can't go more than that, to be honest with you, because I got so much to ask you.
Yes.
Like you got so much information to share with us because you up there. I'm saying you setting up
thank you.
you setting the bar, know what I mean? There's no way we can talk for 10 minutes and you got the bar right here. Are you kidding me? What about the next guy? What am I
Good luck to the next guy. If you're next, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean?
No, thank
But
you.
I wanna
Thank you for the opportunity.
thank you so much. This to me is it's mind blowing. Like I'm so excited. Like I feel like I have to work harder too. You know what I mean? If you can do it,
doing
I know I
you.
can do it,
You're
and
doing
you
you.
can do it too back at home. You know what I mean? All of us can do it. All you have to do, put your effort in. Stop being lazy. Get up and do something. I know you can do something in you. All you have to do, just find it. What is it? You can find it. Any last words you want to share with us before we wind up?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. First of all, Lenny and your whole entire team at Chafuwa Meza, thank you for the opportunity. I know that this is a long time coming, and God's timing is the perfect timing.
Yes.
Who would have ever thought that I would end up here, and unfortunately or fortunately, I get so many messages, but I appreciate your consistency. That's why I had to honor this, even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, because of who you are as a person, because of, this platform that you have created to reach out to the young people. And so thank you for that. So everybody out there, please subscribe, Chafuwa Meza, all of their platforms. And to everybody out there, like my brother said, don't be lazy. Put in the work. Believe in yourself. Before somebody believes in you, you have to believe in yourself first. And know that you are the change that this world needs, and you're needed. And don't look at somebody and start comparing yourself. Oh, look at that person. I want to be there. Don't be like our parents where they're like, do you know that daughter of so-and-so? You can be like that. No. Stick to your lane. Stick to your passion, and it will lead you where you need to go. And if it's down this political space, then welcome. Join the team. I need more of us in this space, especially these young people, to bring some fresh energy into this. But all in all, I appreciate you. Thank you, Chafuwa Meza team. Y'all have been amazing. I've had a great time. I'm exhausted, but this was so worth it. I've had the honor to really sit here and have this conversation with you. So thank you.
Oh yes. Oh, for sure. You're welcome. And thank you so much for stopping by. I know it's mad late. I know you're super tired. You just landed today and you're on my podcast. You blessed us. You had a great time, great energy, great stories. What else can I say, man? We're here. You doing it. I can do it. My boy over here, he can do it. All of us can do it. Kenyan stand out. We're taking over America. We
Let's
next.
go.
I mean, anyway, all in all, thank you for watching. It's been a dope episode. I hope you've learned a lot. And if not, rewind the whole thing. Start from the beginning, listen carefully, rewind again, listen again, take action, do what you're supposed to do, and get my merch too. You see my t-shirt, my boy? It's my merch right here.
Get it right
Yeah,
there.
you gotta get my merch. Chafuwa Meza podcast t-shirt is online. Get on my Gmail, chafuwameza072 at gmail.com. Get on it, order your t-shirt, and let's get it. All in all, thank you so much. It's been dope. Until the next one, we out.
So my story is a story for the ages, and I say that because it's only God. If you haven't been following my story, my family migrated to the U.S. when I was very young. I came here when I was 9 years old. And my parents, to make the story short, for the immigration system here, most of you are either going through it, have gone through it, have come out of it, are still going through it. You know how complex the U.S. immigration system is. So we fought the immigration system for 11 long years. And during those 11 long years, my parents were very instrumental and intentional about allowing us to still maintain our normacy, whatever that looked like, while they were fighting. We were 48 hours away from being deported from this country, 48 hours away from being deported. A senator back then called Senator Paul Wellstone from the state of Minnesota. We reached out, our church reached out to him, petitioned his office about our case, and he went to town. Partnered with our church, and we protested. We did everything, and then within those 48 hours, God overturned our case. And now I am standing here by the grace of God 22 plus years ago as an elected official, the first Kenyan-born elected official in the United States. I don't know about you guys, but that is God's faithfulness.
Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza, tuko Nairobi tuna Chafuwa Meza.